Namaste everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my vlog. I'm Akshat and I want to start off with a piece of trivia. Do you know the country with which India shares its longest international border? When this question came up in KBC, my first thought went to China because all the way from Kashmir to Pangong, Rizangla, where I got this memorial cap from, I thought it goes all the way till Arunachal Pradesh, and that is why that must be the longest border that we have with another country. But it turns out it's Bangladesh, against whom we will be playing ODIs and tests. So December is going to go by like that. And that brings me basically to what I was thinking about borders. When we start going into space, do you think that in the far future, the area of space above a country will be deemed its national territory? So drop your thoughts about that in the comments. And speaking about going to space and space exploration, I've always been very enamored with the fact that humanity will have to venture beyond the borders of Earth, beyond the confines of our little blue marble. But as we progress towards that, India's ISRO is making very good strides. Our Gaganyaan astronaut program is in development. They actually did a very good testing, about which I talked in one of my previous vlogs about space exploration as well, in which they dropped a dummy crew module from a height and tested the scenario if the main parachute fails to open. So then this test was carried out to make sure that the backup parachutes will get launched and they will drag out the main parachute with them. These are the kind of technologies that space exploration helps develop. Solar panels, of course, I've talked about a lot, because right from the early days of space exploration, solar energy was the main thing that kept spacecraft running. The International Space Station, which is somewhere around the Earth right now, is also powered mainly by solar arrays. And the Orion spacecraft, which just broke the record for the largest habitable spacecraft, going the furthest from Earth, on the far side of the moon, beyond the moon, almost 430,000 kilometers. So that is something that is pretty amazing, because when Orion splashes down in the next week or so, then we will have captured a lot of data which will help in long-term human habitation of the area around Earth, around Moon, and setting up a lunar base, which is where my sci-fi novels heroine Selena finds the first sentient android, who is called Lex, short form for lunar extractor. So coming back to reality from science fiction, this is the kind of progress that we need to make, and we need to inspire the younger generation to apply today's technology to build future technologies that will make their lives better as well. Because we can see the impact of climate change within our lifetime. When I was a kid, when I got interested in astronomy because of the astronomy club at Sanat, where we watched Jupiter and Saturn and the moon in detail, just from a small telescope. So that train of thought took me back to my school memories. Always a very nice spiral to get into. But coming back to reality, like I said, lots of things to look forward to in the new year 2023. December 2nd is today, and my lunchtime vlog time is I guess drawing to a close. So let's take a short walk like we did yesterday, and I'll draw this to a close by saying that we should inspire the younger generation, like I said, to use technology to make better technology, not get caught up in all sorts of unconstructive behavior. Okay then, so wishing you all adieu, and hoping that you stay safe and take care. I'm Akshat. Thank you once again for watching, and make sure you smash that sub button for awesomax fun if you're watching for the first time. Add Astra. That reminds me, this is something that had come up in my mind while I was thinking about today's vlog. Ad Astra was a movie starring Brad Pitt, and it was set, quite a lot of it was set on the moon and in the rings of Saturn. And the astronomy club part had reminded me about the rings of Saturn. So that was the tangent I had flown off on. Alright then, thank you and take care, stay safe.